Hey guys, this is Matrix 32200 with,
Kaiser Rodriguez.
and what do you end up doing this weekend?
Ended up getting top 4 at the ARG this weekend in Hartford, Connecticut. Pretty good event. So I guess I'll go into the deck profile. I played Trickstars. Pretty standard, not too crazy here. I played 3 Candina, 3 Licorice, 1 Lily Bell. Pretty standard. Banish is more than I liked with Pot of Desires, but I definitely wouldn't play any more than that. Played 2 Eater of Millions. This card was insane all weekend. Won me a lot of games that I probably shouldn't have won just because of the banishing effect. Definitely would recommend playing it. It was a really good card to play overall. Just the 1 Gofu. Those are the monsters for the most part. Into the hand traps, the best one in my opinion. 3 Ash, just insane. 3 Drolomok. Didn't actually get the combo off all weekend, unfortunately, but still would play it. Yeah, it was pretty good overall. Helped me in some of the matches, especially against Spirals, which I played mostly Spirals. 2 Ghost Ogre. Didn't really like 3. 3 was kind of cloggy. A lot of the times, this is the worst hand trap against Spirals. It stops Resort, but realistically, besides that, it's just kind of subpar. So 2 just turned out to be the right number for me. And then the 1 Maxi, of course. For the spells, Raigeki, pretty standard. Just need to be able to get over boards. Didn't play Darkhold. Didn't really feel the need for it due to my side, which you'll see later. But 3 Cosmic. I still was a little afraid against Magicians. I wanted to have just like an out to the trap card, and it's pretty good just in general going first or second. You know, it helps out. 3 Scapegoat card is amazing in this deck. Wouldn't play any less. 3 Field Spell standard. 3 Terraforming and 2 Desires. It's nothing crazy there. Of course, the triple Reincarnation, pretty standard. And then I decided to play the 2 Strikes in Warning. Pretty good all weekend. I liked it. I never drew Warning, funny enough, the whole tournament. So, but still pretty good just to have. So that was the main deck. 40 cards. For the extra deck, played 2 Link Spider. I never really needed the 3rd, I guess. I don't know if you really play 3. 2 was right. 2 Mrs. Radiant. Funny enough, the second one never came up. There were a few times I could have made it, but it just wasn't the best play. I actually banished it a lot for Eater Millions, but I'd still recommend playing 2. It's just nice to kind of have if you need it. 1 Holly Bell. I think I literally made this once. It was okay. Proxy Dragon, made that a lot. Decode, never really made it. Firewall. I had the option to do the OTK with Firewall once, but it wasn't the safest play, so I decided to do something else. Double Helix. I played Cherries on my side, which you'll see. For the Exceeds, Nightmare, and Break Sword. Never really came up. Came up maybe once or twice. And Omega. The card was amazing. I didn't draw Gofu too much, but when I did, this was pretty clutch. And then in Girsu and Ib, I made this out of the 8 rounds in Swiss, 4 or 5 of the matches. This combo was insane, drawing a card and sending a card. Helps you push for game a lot, which is definitely needed in Trickstars. That was it for the extra. Got some beautiful tokens right here. Shout out to Team Shift, one of my, a whole bunch of my friends from Rochester on Team Shift. For the side deck, I played Triple Cherries. It was between this and Gammas. Ended up playing this over it. Definitely worked a lot better. It was just easier to deal with the double helix. Gamma's pretty good too, but again, they can kind of still play at times, so I like that. Just gets rid of the problem, and all you have to do is deal with Sleeper. Kaiju package, pretty standard. Just helps you get over boards you can't get over in Trickstars. 3 Anti-Spell. I played against Magicians. This was a blowout. Pretty good. Won me 2 of the games I played against Magicians. Just automatically broke match. This card is just insane. I don't even know what else to say about it. When I drew it, it was good. It got Mind Crush once in top 4, unfortunately, but besides that, great card. And then 2 Scolding. It was between this and Mind Crush. And Trickstars, I felt that it was better just to play Scolding just because of the fact that you can just deal with like the problem card. For example, evenly matched, because I was also afraid that people might try to pretend that they had evenly matched even though they didn't, so you reincarnation. So I like the guarantee to just be able to flip this. If they have the evenly matched, they'll play it. If they don't, well, they just wasted their battle phase. So yeah, that was for the deck profile.
Was it cherries?
The cherries right here.
Oh, because I wasn't.
Yeah, played 3 of those. And then the only target I played was Double Helix. I wasn't really afraid of ABC in all honesty. I didn't think it was going to be that big in the decks that were being played at the ARG, so I was like, I don't really need to side it. And again, I didn't play any ABCs. I played against literally 2 Pendulum Magicians, 4 Spirals, 2 Trickstar Mirrors, and a True Draco in Swiss. Ended up going XO1 originally, then I lost in the last round to Pauly, really good player, playing Spirals. And then in top 16, I played against Magicians, a player that I played against before, won that. I played against the True Draco Frog deck in top 8, which was insane. Really good player as well. And then top 4, lost to Kamal, who was playing Spirals. For shout-outs, I'd like to thank my friend Dat, who came along with me to the event. Play tested with me a lot. I went around trying to figure out what deck to play for the event. Went from like BA, Pendulum, Spirals, everything. Felt Trickstars was just the best I could play because you could play so many hand traps. And having a 1-card engine was pretty good. It just tested the best against every other deck in my matchups. My friend Kesavan, another Trickstar player, he topped the UDS as well as the YCS. You can definitely check out his profile. Helped me play test a lot and gave me a lot of theory behind the deck and how to play it. My friends Alex and George, who came along with me to the event. My friend Steve, who was pretty good, a motivational speaker for the event, helped me out through a lot of the rounds. And yeah, just a lot of my friends that helped support me through the event. This being my first time at an ARG, I'm pretty happy with it. Did not expect to get top 4. Let alone top, 8 or top 16, but the mat is pretty nice, money was pretty cool. Yeah, great event overall, a lot of cool people that I met, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next event.
And we're back. Go ahead.
So for more shout-outs that I forgot, I also want to shout out to Brad. Of course, he literally gave me the deck. A few of the staples are mine, but the whole Trickstar engine, evenly matches, all his. Dang, who's behind the camera for recording the deck profile, of course. Couldn't do that without him. But yeah, definitely big shout out to Brad. Again, gave me the cards to play in the event. I own some of the Trickstar cards, but not, the evenly matches, ulti terraformings, things like that. So big shout out to him for helping me out with the event.
Well, let's just say that if you couldn't get the Trickstar deck, what deck would you be using at the ARG?
If I couldn't get the stuff for Trickstars, in all honesty, I probably would have bought it sooner if I didn't know I had access to it. But if for whatever bizarre reason I couldn't get them, probably would have ended up playing Magicians because it was the second deck that I played test the most with. Felt most confident playing at the event if I wasn't playing Trickstars, for sure.
But not Spiral. Why?
No. I didn't want to play mirror matches all day, that's for sure. Spirals takes a lot of thought, in all honesty. There's a lot of just weird situations where you get hand trapped, your opponent hand traps you, it goes back and forth, and I feel like in that sense it's a skilled mirror match. Whereas with Trickstars, no offense to Trickstars, but having like a 1-card engine, there are a few combos in the deck for sure, but it's much easier to play the deck than Spirals. There's just a lot of complicated plays in Spirals, especially given what the game state is. That could change plays. So I wanted the simplicity of Trickstars, and again, I felt like I could compete with Spirals just as well as any other deck.
So you're saying that after like round 7 or 8 in day 1, and in the top 4 or top 16 or whatever, with Spiral it drains your mind, and if you misplay, you end up screwing yourself and lose because of that. With Trickstar, it's a very simple deck, so you don't really have to think a lot. Even so you're in round 8 or round 7,
you don't have to think so much with how your deck plays. Like with Spirals, you have to really think of like how the deck functions and like the combos. Whereas like a Trickstar, you still have to think, obviously, like
yeah, but not as much as a Spiral.
Yeah, like for example, like a standard hand that you're gonna have, like I don't know, let's say you have Scapegoat, I don't know, a Reincarnation, Kandina. Like, you don't have to think really hard on what to do. You're going to get a search. You got to think about what you're going to search for, set some cards, and that's it. In Spirals, you have to think a lot more about what your plays are going to be.
So I'm saying that after a long day, you might...
On top of that.
Yeah, you might get tired and you don't really...
You might not think as well. It's again, it's a lot easier to play overall, but it's just as good. So, again, maybe if I play tested Spirals more, I'm going to play tested Spirals a lot and against Spirals. I just didn't really like the fact that, one, I didn't want to play mirror matches, like I said, and I didn't want to play a deck that was as complicated, just because, again, you could misplay a lot easier in Spirals. In Trickstars, it's much harder to misplay, unless it's like a smaller mistake that you just made with like the placements, or that's just, mechanics of Yugioh for the most part. Besides that, it's really hard to misplay. So.
Alright, do you have any last shout out before we end this video again?
I think I'm all good.
Alright, well this is Matrix signing out.